Hi, this is Mike Schrage, president of GNPI, Good News Productions International. And I just want to invite you to a special edition of Faith Greater Than Fear. You know, we did a lot of these in 2020, and we have curated the best of the best over several topics. And one of them is the family. I think you'd agree with me that having family time and being with family during the COVID experience and the pandemic was very special for many of us. And when we were experiencing all kinds of questions and all kinds of losses, we got to talk to people and interview them in the midst of it. And were there's some fabulous nuggets talking about how they grew closer to their family and traditions, and how their spouses, and how there was this imposed sabbatical, and how they enjoyed creation, how it drank into them the warmth and the hope that they needed, and how God created all that. So I want you to just stay tuned as you listen to this repackaged edition of the family and some of the best regarding faith greater than fear.
I'm still busy during the day, but a lot of people right now aren't. They're having this time. So take that time to be able to set some of these disciplines in place that you can continue on once life gets back to whatever your normal is going to be. I think that is the thing that we can do. You know, we can say, okay, so if you sit time and you pray with your family, man, when you start to hear the hearts of your children, my daughter who's home from college is living with us again, and you begin to hear with their heart, what are they burdened by, you know, and be able to talk to them about the world at large. And, you know, and my daughter has such a heart for the nations, and just hearing that is inspiring it to me, you know, and it reminds me to have a heart constantly for the nations and what that is all about.
I love seeing dads being intentional with their kids. I love seeing husbands being intentional with their wives. And so, you know, so many times I hate the word busy, you know, priorities, you know, if we want some, you know, to get something done, it's, you know, we make it happen. Right. And so, yeah, just not, you know, now that we can step away from what people consider to be a busy life, just embrace the time that you have with your spouse. Embrace the time that you have with your kids to connect and to communicate with them is so huge. And so my hope and prayers for families to get tighter and closer together in this time.
The biggest thing for me, I think, is being a father at home. You know, we've taken that time to really stress the impact I have on as a father and a husband to my family at home. So this time down, we talked about it at the beginning, but for me, it's been, you know, we are so busy. We all try to prioritize things. And I think for me, this has been a good step back, just realizing, not that we haven't been there before, but this is really important to spend this quality time with our family at home and to make sure that I'm fulfilling the roles that I need to at home.
We have tried to really pick one thing each day that we can kind of have as our highlight, so to speak. And so we try to do things like an outside picnic in our backyard, flying kites, going fishing, hiking, just fun things that we can look forward to throughout the day, so that even though we're social distancing, we can still be creating some fun family memories. And we still try to stick with the same thing that we've always done at dinner time, is talking about everybody goes around and shares their highs and their lows for the day. And the funny thing is, most of the time, the kids now, they say, oh, the whole day was a high. It was all good, which is kind of fun to hear. That they've just enjoyed playing outside together, jumping on the trampoline, going on family walks. We've been doing a lot of family game time. And so they really look forward to playing Uno or Skippo or things like that. So I think it's just they enjoy the time that we're having together as a family so much more than when we weren't social distancing and you're dividing and conquering to basketball practice and to Glee Club practice and all your extracurricular activities. But now those are gone and it's just our family, and they've really been enjoying that.
Going on the walks, we want to extend that this weekend and actually go up to the lake and go camping, because again, getting out of the house, getting away from electronics, just going on kind of a retreat where we can do devotions. We we have switched our devotions since they've been out of school and kind of sleeping in. We used to do them in the morning. Now we're doing it at night.
Okay.
Before bed. But I'm looking forward to this camping trip just because change of scenery. It's no threat with the virus. Just getting out in nature should be very therapeutic for all of us.
Yeah, that you hit on a great point. I know others have said as well, during this time, there's obviously the opportunity to commune with God through prayer and meditation, but there's something about just walking, either individually or as a couple or with your dog or pet or with the family, and just being in God's great creation. He speaks to us. He ministers. It's amazing. Just like the trees absorb our carbon dioxide, there's a way that it kind of absorbs the yuckiness of our brokenness sometimes.
Just at a very simple level, it's meant we go for walks quite a bit, all three of us. My wife is a Fitbit nut, and so she gets me out there on the road, and we trudge up and down daily, but which is good for me and good for us, and also good for our bodies. And we get to talk a lot more together. We're spending lots of time in the evening together, sharing and visiting, and we watch old movies, things like that. Our dog is very happy with this whole situation because we're home all the time, and she really enjoys that. But and beyond that, of course, the spiritual components are present. I've just found all the more my getting up and spending time with the Lord is my first thing every morning.
My, wasn't that just fabulous? I told you it'd be good, right? And so we have really enjoyed repackaging some of these and just hearing from people's hearts and being able to get peeked into their lives and how God really was very special during last year and continuing to be in their families, in their communities, in their nuclear families and extended beyond. So if this spoke to you, it probably could speak to other people as well. So please share this special version on your social media channels as well. And we have a podcast version too. And so stay tuned to next time when we'll have another fresh edition of Faith Greater Than Fear as we continue to talk to people about how their faith has been so strong during this 2020 and 2021 extended version of the pandemic. And so God's blessings to you. Have a wonderful day.